From the center of the universe, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, this is the SDM Show with your host, Rob Cairns. The SDM Show focuses on business, life, productivity, digital marketing, WordPress, and more. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite drink, and enjoy the show. Here is Rob.
Hey everybody, Rob Cairns here. I'm the CEO and Chief Creator of Amazing Ideas of Stunning Digital Marketing. In today's podcast, I'm going to sit down and give you my thoughts on why you should not just trust rented land for your community on the internet. It came out of an issue I had with Facebook on the weekend, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast. Hey everybody, Rob Cairns here. In today's podcast, the title is Why You Should Not Store Your Content or Your Business Information Only on Rented Land. And where this podcast comes from is I ran a bit of a problem on the weekend. I had issues with Facebook where I tried to take a post off my website. That was a podcast that I did with my friend Todd Jones, and post the link on Facebook. And Facebook came back and said basically that the link didn't meet community standards. What do you mean? It was a podcast on about pages. My suspicion is what happened was somebody marked one of my posts from my domain as spam, and I can no longer post anything from my business domain on the Facebook. Now, I should tell you, I got around posting the podcast by posting the direct anchor link. I should also tell you, I have copies of all those podcasts available for download from my website because, frankly, what happens if something goes on with Anchor? So what I'm suggesting is that you got to be very, very careful of using space that is not yours and you don't pay for. Really and truly, the only space that's not rented land is your website and, frankly, your email list. Everything else can be turned off or on. Now, the problem I also have with the issue with Facebook is it was censorship. And I've talked about censorship on this podcast before. And if you go back and you look, there's a podcast with Scott Mills and Jeff Brown, where we talk about the sad state of the internet. And a lot of that was talking around censorship. I personally don't believe censorship is a good idea. I think people are entitled to free speech within reason. And I think people need to embrace other people and have conversations, not just say, I hate you and ban you and be done with you. I don't think that's the way to do it. Am I going to appeal the decision that Facebook made? Frankly, no. I don't really care. For those who know me, I've been cutting my time back on Facebook dramatically, and I've now got my personal website up on a soft launch at robcairns.xyz. So if you want to see what I'm doing personally, you can go there. And I don't think I'm really going to spend a lot of time except running some ads for clients on Facebook. Beyond that, I'm basically done with the Facebook ecosystem. There is good money in running ads, but, you know, the algorithm keeps changing so much and what they allow and don't allow. I mean, a podcast on About page not making community standards, geez, that would take care of like 75% of all the posts on Facebook. So until otherwise, I'll continue to post the anchor links to this podcast on Facebook till I run into a problem. I'll continue to post regular on other social media platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn, where I actually prefer to spend more time. I've been spending more time on Twitter. But keep in mind, those platforms are also rented land. You don't own them. So the key is when you make connections, get your connections off social media as fast as possible. Get an email address. Get them onto your platform. It even concerns me of people setting up Facebook groups, because this means Facebook can shut down a group for any reason. And I think where this has pushed me is in my move forward with my website redesign, I'm actually going to build out a forum on my own website and put the forum there as a vehicle for people to have discussion instead of creating a Facebook group. Because I'm at the point like, why bother creating a Facebook group? Because frankly, it's just going to get shut down. So, at the end of the day, I think these platforms are doing what they want to do, and they don't really look at their clients or the user base to say what should we do and what we shouldn't do. But food for thought as a business owner, don't put all your eggs in the rented land basket. That's it for me today. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to the STM Show. The show is a production of Stunning Digital Marketing, and all rights are reserved. Rob can be reached by email at vip@stunningdigitalmarketing.com, on Twitter at Rob Cairns, on his website, stunningdigitalmarketing.com, and on his website there's links to all his social media platforms. This show is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns. Dad, I miss you very much. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Make your business succeed.